I messaged, she has joined. I messaged Mr. Radhakrishnan. He told he won't be attending. Okay.
Dhanyavad. Namaskarbhyah Shubhamadhyanah. Prarthanam karishyamah. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Good afternoon, everybody. So,
good afternoon,
good afternoon, Sarvebhyah. So, Gatakakshayam Vayam लट् लकारस्य रूपाणि दृष्टवन्तः आत्मनेपदी परस्मैपदी लट् लकार रूपाणि दृष्टवन्तः. Last class we have seen two verbs, two tables of lat lakara, that is pathati and atmanepadi vandati. Can you see in the screen?
Yeah, Drishyate Bhagini.
Dhanyavad Bhagini. So last class we have seen in Parasmaipadi we have seen pathati, pathataha, pathanti, pathasi, pathathaha, pathatha, pathami, pathavaha, pathamaha. We have seen that for patthatu, if we attach the suffixes, the pratyayaha like titaha, anti, si, thaha, tha, mi, vaha, maha, then these verbs are formed. And if they are of the type pathati, pathataha, pathanti, then they are called as parasmaipadi rupani. This we have seen. And also we have seen one more table for atmanepadi rupani, that is vandate, vandete, vandante, vandase, vandethe, vandadve, vande, vandavahe, vandamahe. So that is te, ite, ante, se, ite, dve, e, vahe, mahe. So if we attach these pratyayas to this vand dhatu, we will get atmanepadi verbs. So that also we have seen. And already you people know the meaning also. Vandate means he or she reads. Vandete means those two read. Vandante means they all read. Vandase, you read. Vandethe, you two read. Vandadve, you all read. Vande, I read. Vandavahe, we two read. Vandamahe, we all read. So it was 15 days gap. I hope all of you have become familiar with these two tables. So, but these tables are for present tense. Lat lakara rupani. So I have told you that in Sanskrit there are 10 tenses, but for Pravesha we have only 4 tenses. Tenses means lakaraha. So we have 4 tenses, out of which we have started now with vandate, that is lat lakara form we have seen. So pathati, pathataha, pathanti, and vandate, vandete, vandante. Both of these are present tense, and one is for parasmaipadi and one more is for atmanepadi. So from now onwards, we'll be learning two tables each for each tense. Like for past tense, 2 tables, one for parasmaipadi and one for atmanepadi. For future tense, 2 tables, one for parasmaipadi and one for atmanepadi. And one more that you are learning is ajnarthaka, that is imperative mood. So there also we are studying 2 tables, one for parasmaipadi and one for atmanepadi. So initially you may feel that it is very difficult to remember those things, how to by heart, how to memorize all those things. But one thing I can tell you is, every day if you spend few minutes with these, like how we chant, we recite mantras in front of God. So many mantras we learn, we know all those things from childhood. Like that only, suppose if we spend some few minutes, less than 5 minutes, if we open the book and chant these things, think that these are mantras. These are like bricks for the foundation. Without this, nothing can be done in Sanskrit. So these are the very basic things. So in Pravesha level, you have to learn more tables because Pravesha is full of basics. So basic grammar. So once you are perfect with these basic grammars, then very easily you can do your own sentences, or you can understand what is written in the textbook. So these are very basic things. These are like a 3 table, 4 table, 5 table that we have studied in our childhood. So it is same like that only. So every day you open the book and then chant these things. There is no need to by heart these things in one sitting. You find it difficult. So every day open the book and chant it. For it takes few minutes, and later it takes few seconds. Once you become thorough with that, it takes few seconds. So like mantra, loudly chant these things, then it becomes very easy. It becomes very easy like ABCD after few days. So today I'm introducing lang lakaraha. So the present tense, we have studied 2 tables. So now lang lakaraha, or past tense, we are studying 2 more tables. So this is lang lakaraha, past tense. So apathat, apathatam, apathan, apathaha, apathatam, apathatha, apatham, apathava, apathama. So pat is to read. Apatha means if you attach that is a prefix it, then it becomes past tense. So apathat, apathatam, apathan, apathaha, apathatam, apathatha, apatham, apathava, apathama. So I'll start from Uttam Purush. Apatham, read. Aham, apatham, I read. Nanu odiddene, past tense. Nanu odiddene. So apatham, odide, also we can take it as aham, apatham, I read. Nanu odide. Apathava, avam, apathava. We too read. Navibbaru odidevu. Then apathama. Vayam apathama. We read. Navellaru odidevu. Like that it is. So if it is apatham, then the subject should be aham only. There cannot be anything. Like in Kannada, odiddene, oduttene means nanu. It's understood. Even if nanu is not there, odiddene anta helbitre, it is nanu only. In Sanskrit also, apatham means it is I only. There cannot be any other subject for this. Apathava means avam. Avam only comes as a subject.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Till now I couldn't hear your voice, ma'am. Can you please repeat once again?
This, please see to this table. So it is, I have started past tense today, lang lakara rupani. So what I did was till now was just revision of last classes. So now I have started today's portion. So it is past tense. Apathat, apatatam, apathan, apataha, apatatam, apatata, apatham, apathava, apathama. So then apathama, we all read. So for apatham, the subject is always aham only. Just if you say pustakam apatham, then aham is understood there. Apatham is there, even if aham is not there, pustakam apatham means I read. Pustakam apathava means we too read. Apathava is dvivachan, so there are 2 people, and because it is Uttam Purusha, it is we too only. Apathama is also same way, we all. Because it is Uttam Purush, it is we, and because it is apathama, it is bahuvachan. So it should be vayam only. So apatham, apathava, apathama. Similarly, agacham, agachava, agachama. I go, we too go, we all go. Ahasam, ahasava, ahasama. So you know that one table, if you learn, then all parasmaipadi dhatus past tense will be same like this only. So apatham, agacham, ahasam, alikham, avadam. All the things will be same. I did like that. Apatham, I read. Alikham, I wrote. Agacham, I went. Like that it is. So for I, apatham comes. For we, apathama comes. Then madhyam purusha will go. Apathaha, apathaha. Tvam apathaha. You read. Neenu odide. So for this, only tvam can come. So only tvam can come here. So tvam apataha, you read. Neenu odide. And then apathatam. Yuvam apathatam. Yuvam. You too. Apathatam. Read. Neevibbaru odidiri. Apathatha. Yam apathatha. Remember, there is no halant here. It is purnakshara. Tha is. So apathatha it is. So yam apathatha. Neevellaru odidiri. You all read. So apathaha, apathatam, apathatha. Then apatat. You just note the difference. Here it is apathat. Tha is half. Halant is there. But here in Madhyam Purush Bahuvachan it is apathatha. Tha is full. So you have to pronounce it full and write it full, because if you write halant here, the meaning totally changes because here halant is there. The only difference between this and this is only the halant, apathat and apathatha. Completely, you have to pronounce it. And while writing also, you should take care that if halant is there, you have to write halant. If halant is not there, and you should not write halant. So, apathat, apathatam, apathan. First line, everywhere halant is there. Apathat, he or she read. Avanu athva avalu. Odidanu athva odidalu. Apathatam, avaribbaru odidaru. Apathan, avarellaru odidaru. They all read. Apathatam, those two read. Apathat, he or she read. So this is leaving tvam and aham, leaving I and you. All the other things will come in Pratham Purusha. So it is he or she or Ramaha or Lata or Shikshakaha or Saha or Ejaha or Sa, like that. So apathat is like that. And then apathatam. Apathatam is those two. Tau apathatam. Tau means those two in pulling. Te apathatam. Again in strilinga. Sa te taha. Like that. And then apathan. Te saha tau te. Te apathan. Taha apathan, etaha apathan, te apathan, balakaha apathan, anything we can get here. So this is the table for past tense, lang lakara, nga is half here, lang lakar, and then if you attach if you prefix before patadhatu, if comes, then it is lang lakara. So if you have any doubts, please ask. Otherwise, I'll go to Atmanepadi Rupani. I'll continue. So, any doubts?
Bhagini, Madhyama Purushe.
One by one.
Is added.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Madhyama Purushe, da alpapranaha va mahapranaha va, Bhagini?
Kutra apathaha va? Madhyama Purusha ekavachanam va?
Spelling Madhyama Purusha ma adya.
Yes. It is the. It is a spelling error. I have taken slides from somewhere. It is the. It is not the. It is not Madhyama. It is Madhyama. Yes, right. Good observation. So it should be the. That one. Okay, Madhyama Purushaha it is. Thank you, Mahoday.
Madam, Parasmaipadi for Pat Dhatu, A is getting added. In Atmanepadi, which gets added, madam?
We'll be going to that next. Next is that only. You will see what is added. There also it is A only, but immediately after this table, we'll be studying that table. Atmanepadi I have not yet done, no? So we'll see that. There also A will come.
What we have studied is Parasmaipadi, that last thing. Last. In present tense, we have studied Parasmaipadi so far.
Yes. Patati, patataha, patanti, we have studied. That is present tense, lat lakar. Patati, patataha, patanti is lat lakar. Apathat, apatatam, apathan is lang lakar. Yes.
Instead of apatat, can you tell me a few examples, ma'am? Like,
yeah, agachat, ahasat. I'll give for apatham. So you take any dhatu, alikhat, apathat, ahasat, aprichat, agachat, anything. So when I read the sentences from the textbook, you will get many verbs of this type. So whatever words we have used for present tense, you can convert them into past tense. Alikhat, ahasat, agachat, akhadat, apibat, like that. Any common words, whatever we have used so far, adhavat, achalat, all those things will come. All the parasmaipadi dhatus are like this. And then atmanepadi. Yes?
Yeah, even for Dvivachana also, it will end with tam like that.
Yeah. See, I'll just show some here. Agachat, agachatam, agachan, agachaha, agachatam, agachata, agacham, agachava, agachama. Like this it is. Alikhat, alikhatam, alikhan, alikhaha, alikhatam, alikhata, alikham, alikhava, alikhama. Apibat, apibatam, apiban, apibaha, apibatam, apibata, apibam, apibava, apibama. Is that clear? If you want, I can...
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I will explain it. Yes, any other doubts?
Ma'am, like for it says you read.
Yes.
So if you want to ask a question like, did you read? How do you?
Tvam apatahava, like that. Did you read? Like that. Tvam apatahava.
Okay.
Yuvam.
We don't have to say him or her like that. Okay, like. Okay, thank you.
Tvam apatahava, like that you can ask. Yuvam apatatamva, yuyam apatatava, like that.
Okay,
But remember one thing, suppose you are using bhavan, then there is a special rule for bhavan. We are not using madhyam purusha at all for bhavan. Madhyam purusha, bhavan, even though its meaning is you, we are not using madhyam purusha for that. Whenever we use bhavan shabd, if it is tvam, then madhyam purusha is correct. If it is bhavan, then bhavan apathatva, apatatva, like that. Right? Like that. So for bhavan shabda, we always use prathama purusha. But for tvam, yuvam, yuyam, we use madhyam purusha. Even though meaning of bhavan shabda is you only, I have told you that is with respect tamu in Kannadalli heladage. So, but there the rule is for bhavan shabda we use apathat, like that. Bhavan gachatu, bhavan patatu, bhavan chati, like that only we use. That is pratham purusha is used. That is the special nature of bhavan shabda. Some special nature of bhavan shabda.
Okay.
Astu, agre gachamah. Yes.
Sairam. Halant means what, ma'am? Halant means halant.
Halant means you can see the stroke, no? My arrow you can see. That stroke we indicate to show the half letter is called as halant. Okay. Can you see? Can you see my screen? Here I am showing. Yeah, this stroke is called as halant. Here also apatatam, apatan. That indicates half letter. Here that halant is not there, so you have to pronounce it as apatata. But here apatan, here apatat. At means half. So halant is this stroke that indicates half letter. Apatat. But here apatata. Complete. But here, because for this, if is added, that becomes complete letter th. That is why these are called as halant, which indicate half letters.
Okay, thank you.
What is the difference between lat lakar and lang lakar?
One is and next is
lat lakar and lang lakar, please, madam.
Then I'll give answer. Yes?
She has muted.
Yes. So lat lakar is present tense and lang lakar is past tense. Because on the list of these lakaras at once, you may get confused. As when we are studying, only then you know the names. So lang lakara means past tense, lat lakara means present tense. Only that is the difference. Okay. So agre gachamaha, we will go to Lang Lakara for Atmanepadi Rupani. We have studied Lang Lakara for Parsmaipadi Rupani, and then we will be studying two tables simultaneously, one for Atmanepadi, one for Parsmaipadi. Like when we start future tense, there also it will be like this only. So I hope all of you know that Lang Lakar or past tense is the things that have happened in the past, Bhutakala in Kannada and Hindi also, I think. So in English, it is past tense, which has already happened. So that is in Sanskrit, Lang Lakar. And then Lat Lakara is present tense, that is Vartamana Kala, which is happening now. Vartamane kim prachalati tad Vartamana Kalaha. And Bhavishyat Kala or future tense is what happens in future. I hope all of you know this. So Bhavishyat means which happens in Bhavishya, in future. So that is Bhavishyat Kala. And Sanskrit, there is one more name for that. When I do that, that time only I'll give you the name. So now, as of now, you remember only Lat Lakar and Lang Lakar. Lat Lakar is present tense, Lang Lakar is past tense. So we'll see how the Atmanepadi forms will be for Lang Lakar. Lang Lakaraha is past tense, Atmanepadi Rupani. We have studied Vand Dhatu for Lat Lakara Atmanepadi. So Vandate, Vandete, Vandante, that we have studied. So now we'll see how the past tense forms will be. Avandata, Avandetam, Avandanta, Avandathaha, Avandetham, Avandadvam, Avande, Avandavahi, Avandamahi. So Avandata, Avandetam, Avandanta, Avandathaha, Avandetham, Avandadvam, Avande, Avandavahi, Avandamahi. So that was Vandate, Vandete, Vandante, Vandase, Vandete, Vandadve, Vande, Vandavahe, Vandamahi. Like that it was. So here it is has come to indicate the past tense. Has come. So I'll start from Uttam Purusha. Vande. I saluted. Vande, because it is past tense. Only I can come here, as I have explained in the previous table. For Uttam Purush, it's only I. For Madhyam Purush, it's only you. And for Pratham Purush, it is leaving these two, all the other things will be Pratham Purush. Third person, he, she, it, they, anything can come in third person. So here, Aham avande, I saluted. Nanu namaskariside. Avandavahi. Avam avandavahi. We too saluted. Navibbaru namaskarisideu. Avandamahi. Vayam avandamahi. Navellaru namaskarisideu. We all saluted. So avande, avandavahi, avandamahi. So here also similar words is akampe, avardhe, abhashe. I spoke. You can take abhashe. I spoke. Avande, avardhe. Vardhe is to grow. So any Atmanepadi, aseve, I served. Like that you can take. So kampa, akampe, to shake or to shiver, like that it is. So any dhatu you can take. If you learn this table, any given Atmanepadi dhatu, it goes like this only in past tense. So avande, avandavahi, avandamahi. Then Madhyam Purush is avandathaha, avandetham, avandadvam. Avandathaha. So tvam, avandathaha. Tvam is you. You saluted. Neenu namaskariside. Avandetham. Yuvam avandetham. Neevibbaru namaskarisidiri. You too saluted. Avandadvam. Yuyam avandadvam. Neevellaru namaskarisidiri, or you all saluted. So avandathaha, avandetham, avandadvam. I hope this is clear. And then avandata, avandetam, avandanta. Avandata, he or she. Avandata, saha avandata, or sa avandata. means he saluted. Avanu namaskarisidanu. Tau avandetam. Avaribbaru namaskarisidharu. That is Pullinga. Te avandetam. Avaribbaru Strilinga. Avandetam. Namaskarisidharu. Those two saluted. Avandanta. Te avandanta. They all saluted. Avarellaru namaskarisidharu. Te avandanta or taha avandanta. If it is striling, then taha avandanta, because sate taha is plural form for striling. So avandata, avandetam, avandanta. So akampata, akampetam, akampanta, asevata, asevetam, asevanta, avardhata, avardhetam, avardhanta. Like this, if you learn one table, all the other things will be similar. You can note that avandata and avandanta, only one n half is the difference. Like gachati, gachanti, pathati, pathanti. Between singular and plural, there also will get one n half added. So here also one n half will be added, and that makes it plural. But Madhyam Purusha is a little different. One dadhvam comes. So avan dadhvam. So it is, if that dhvam comes, that is Madhyam Purusha Bahuvachana. Like that we have to remember. One day, a seve, a kampe, a manne. Like that if it comes, then it is for Uttam Purush Ekvachan. So any doubts in this? No doubts? Agre gachamah va? So then now, Dhanyavad. So now we'll start from the textbook. To learn more about these tables, now we have studied tables, and we'll see how these words from the tables can be used in sentences. So for that, in the textbook, so many one or two sentences I made here and showed you, but it becomes more clear when we read the sentences from the textbook. He has given many verbs. So by reading the textbook, it becomes more clear. So please, all of you, open page number 62, Chaturthaha Pathaha, that is lesson number 4. So Bhasha Bhyasaha. All of you are open. So Bhasha Bhyasaha is there. In English book, it is page number 62. Please, Kannada and other languages, please see, it is lesson number 4. I don't know the page numbers in other books. So lesson number 4, starting Bhasha Bhyasaha.
58, Kannada, 58.
Okay. So it is lesson number 4. Starting of lesson number 4, whatever may be the page number. So Bhasha Bhyasaha, past tense. Saha akridat, he played. Ekaha atishtat, this person stood. Chaturaha patham apathat, the clever one read the lesson. Charmakaraha padaraksham ayachat, the cobbler gave the sandal. Simhaha mrugam amarayat, the lion killed a deer. Vyagraha mausam akhadat, the tiger ate flesh. Marjaraha mushakam apashat, the cat saw a rat. Vayasyaha patram alikhat, friend wrote a letter. Panditaha satyam avadat, the scholar told the truth. Alasaha tam anindat, the lazy person rebuked him. So till 10, we can see that ayachat, amarayat, akhadat, apashat, alikhat, avadat, anindat. So the half, ta. So this is, wait, I'll open. This is Parasmaipadi. So for Parasmaipadi, you can see this apathat is there. No, so same way for Parasmaipadi, Pratham Purush Ekvachan is akridat, atishtat, apathat, ayachat, like that. Apathat, like that we'll get. So that is Parasmaipadi verbs. From 11, Bhaktaha devam avandata. A person, a devotee worshipped God. Nirdhanaha kashtam asahata. A poor person bore with the difficulty. Sajjanaha janan asevata. A good person served the people. Adhyapakaha chhatram ashlaghata. A teacher praised the student. Bhikshukaha dhanikam ayachata. A beggar begged a rich man. So from 11 to 15, it is avandata, ahasata, asevata, ashlaghata, ayachata. Note that there is no halant because it is Atmanepadi. So in Atmanepadi Rupa, you can see my screen also. Avandata is the first word. So similarly, we have here asahata, asevata, ashlaghata, ayachata. So if there are no halans, then we should understand that these are Atmanepadi forms. If halant is there like alikhat, avadat, anindat, then they are Parasmaipadi forms. So if it is full word, then Atmanepadi. So in your textbook from 1 to 10 they are Parasmaipadi and 11 to 15 they are Atmanepadi. So if it is clear, we'll go to the next Bahuvachana Rupani. Pratham Purusha Bahuvachana. First will be Parasmaipadi only. Again I'll change the table. So Te ahasan, they laughed. Ete akridan, these men played. Chora verse. Sarpaha mandukan agilan, serpent swallowed frogs. Kripanaha phalam ajigran, misers smelt the fruit. So again, next one is abadhanta. It is different form. Till here it was naha, like ahasan, akridan, aharan, apruchan, acharan, adhyayan, apiban, agayan, agilan, ajigran. They were like this apathan. You can see the screen here. Apathan. So apathat is singular, apathan is plural. Apathat is ekvachan and apathan is bahuvachan. Same way, akridat, akridan, apibat, apiban, agayat, agayan, agilan, agilat, agilan, ajigrat, ajigran. Like that, if it is ekvachan, we'll get the half. If it is bahuvachan, we'll get na half. So by that way also, if na half comes, you should understand that it is plural. And the half comes, it is singular. So this is about Parasmaipadi dhatus. And then we'll move on to Atmanepadi. We'll see how Atmanepadi Bahuvachana Rupani will be in Pratham Purush. From 11th, Durjanaha Sajjanan Abadhanta. Wicked people troubled good people. Abadhanta, troubled. Janaha Kashtam Asahanta. People bore the difficulty. Grahinyaha Balakan Atrayanta. Housewives saved the boys. Bhaktaha Varam Ayachanta. Devotees begged for a boon. Bhikshukaha Dhanikan Abhikshanta. Beggars begged the rich for alms. So you can see from 11 to 15, Abadhanta, Asahanta, Atrayanta, Ayachanta, Abhikshanta. So as I had told you earlier, like in Atmanepadi Rupani, Avandata, Avandanta, one na half will be added for plural forms. Avandata, Avandanta, Abadata, Abadanta, Asahata, Asahanta, Atrayata, Atrayanta, Ayachata, Ayachanta, Abhikshata, Abhikshanta. Like that, we will have plural forms. For plural forms, one half will be added. So that is about Prathama Purusha. We have seen Prathama Purusha both in Parasmaipadi and Atmanepadi sentences for past tense sentences. Now we'll go to Madhyama Purusha. Both Parasmaipadi and Atmanepadi, we'll see the sentences, how it will be. So first he will give Parasmaipadi. So I have opened this table. So Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Tvam adhavaha, you ran. Tvam anrityaha, you danced. Tvam apathaha, you read. Tvam devam avandathaha. So then you bowed to God. Wait, only 3 he has given for Parasmaipadi. Avandathaha, you can see it is of different type. Till here, adhavaha, anrityaha, apathaha were there. All the 3 of them were of same type, but avandathaha has come. Thaha is not of this type, so that belongs to Atmanepadi. So first 3 in your textbook is Parasmaipadi, and next 3 are Atmanepadi. So we have seen that apathaha, and then adhavaha, anrityaha, agachaha. Like that also we can take apibaha, agachaha, ahasaha, akshipaha, akridaha, akhelaha. Anything you can make of your own. So this is for Madhyam Purush Ekvachan. And we'll see how it will be in Atmanepadi. Avandathaha is the form. So here you can see in the textbook. Tvam devam avandathaha. You bowed to God. Neenu devarannu namaskariside. Tvam tatra avartathaha. You were there. Vartate means you were there. Avartathaha, vartate means you are there. Avartathaha means you were there. Tvam mitram ashlaghathaha, you praised a friend. So avandathaha, ashlaghathaha, avartathaha are akampathaha, asevathaha. All these are Madhyam Purusha Ekvachana Atmanepadi Rupani. Like this. Then we'll see how Bahuvachana forms will be. Avandadvam. So, Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachana. Yuyam Pustakam. Wait, I have to go to Parasmaipadi now. So, Parasmaipadi Madhyam Purusha Bahuvachana. Yuyam Pustakam apashyata. You saw the book. Yuyam tam anindata. You rebuked him. Yuyam phalam akhadata. You ate fruits. So next sentence is Yuyam aharam asevadvam. So different type has come. So it is Atmanepadi. So apashyata, anindata, akhadata is Madhyam Purusha Bahuvachana Parasmaipadi. So there is no halant here. Full akshara. Apatata. All are full Sampurna Aksharani. So there is no halant here. So apatata, and then anindata, akhadata, apibata. So all these are Madhyam Purusha Bahuvachana. And we'll see how these forms will be in Atmanepadi. So it is avandadvam. Asevadvam. Yuyam aharam asevadvam. You ate food. Yuyam acharyam avandadvam. You bowed to the teacher. Yuyam dosham akshamadvam. Kshama is the word. Akshama is you pardoned, past tense. Neenu kshamiside. So you pardoned the mistake. So doshavannu kshamiside. It is Madhyam Purusha. Neevellaru. Dvam is there. So Neevu doshavannu kshamisidiri. Like that it becomes. You pardon the mistake. So avandathaha is ekvachan. Avandadvam is bahuvachan in Atmanepadi. And then last is avande, avandavahi, avandamahi. But first we'll get from your textbook, we'll get Parasmaipadi Rupani. So apatham, apathava, apathama. So we know that for this Uttam Purusha, always subject is aham, avam, vayam. So we'll see aham, gurum, anamam. I saluted the teacher. Aham Vishayam Asmaram, I remember the topic. Aham Pushpam Ajigram, I smell the flower. Aham Chitram Apashyam, I saw the picture. Aham Patram Alikham, I wrote the letter. And we can see here Aham Abhashe. So the pattern changed, the type changed here. Till here it was Anamam, Asmaram, Ajigram, Apashyam, Alikham. But next is Abhashe, so that is Atmanepadi. So we'll see that Anamam, Asmaram, Ajigram, Apashyam, Alikham. So Ma is there and Ma Halant is there, half is there. So similarly, you can get Apatham, Agacham, Akhelam, Alikham. Like that, you can get any word you can add here. For Apatham, any word you can add here. So that is I read. You know those things. So Aham, Gurum, Anamam. I think I read these things. So next is Aham Abhashe for Atmanepadi. Avande is there, no? Avande, Avandavahi, Avandamahi. So Aham Abhashe, I spoke. Then Aham Patitam Atraye, I saved a fallen person. Aham Balakam Ashlaghe, I praise the boy. So Abhashe, Atraye, Ashlaghe. If you find words like this, it is Uttam Purusha Ekvachana. Atmanepadi it is. It is. First thing is, it is Abhashe, Atraye. And then even it can be Avande, Aseve, Akampe. So these types are Atmanepadi forms and Uttam Purusha Ekvachana. And then we'll see how Uttam Purusha Bahuvachana will be. It is of the type Avandamahi. And first we'll go to Parsmaipadi table. And then here it is Uttam Purusha Bahuvachana is Apathama. So in your book, it is Uttam Purusha Bahuvachana. Vayam Akhad Avadama. So here Apathama is there. Vayam Avadama, we spoke. Vayam Ambram Akhadama, we ate mangoes. Vayam Avasama, we recited. Vayam Akridama, we played. Vayam Gramam Agachama, we went to the village. So Vayam Ganesham Avandamahi. So you can notice the change. Till 5, it was Avasama, Akridama, Agachama. Suddenly the type changed, Avandamahi. So definitely it is Atmanepadi. So for Parasmaipadi, Uttam Purush Bahuvachan is Apathama, Avasama, Akridama, Agachama, like this. Without halant. Remember, there is no halant here. Apathama. Apatham is ekvachan. Apathama without halant, and tha becomes tha. So that becomes the plural form of Uttam Purusha. So Apathama, Avasama, Akridama, Agachama. All these are we. Like that we'll get the subject. We read, we played, we went, like that. So then in the textbook, 6th is Vayam Ganesham Avandamahi. So this is again Atmanepadi table. Avandamahi. So we bowed to Ganesha. Vayam Ayatamahi. We tried. Ayatamahi. Vayam Asevamahi. We served. So all Atmanepadi Uttam Purusha Bahuvachana forms will be Avandamahi, Ayatamahi, Asevamahi, Akampamahi. Like that we'll be getting here. Avardhamahi. So only Atmanepadi verbs we have to use here. So this is Lang Lakara tables for Atmanepadi and Parsmaipadi. Every week minimum 2 tables. You will be learning new tables. Before coming to the next class, if you are thorough with these tables, then you can learn the next tables very easily. So as I told you, every day regularly, if you chant these things, I'm telling chant or recite like mantras. If you do this, it becomes very easy for you to remember. So if you have any doubts, Kripaya Prichantu. no chet agre gacchamaha. So this is about past tense tables. And then next is different topic. So please, if you have any doubts, you can ask.
Ma'am, namaste.
Namaste.
Ma'am, is there a suffix part of it for these things, ma'am?
Where?
For these words what you are studying now, are there something like pratyaha, correct, ma'am?
Yeah, ta, tam, anta will be there, but I think that becomes more complicated than I think that this learning it like this will be easy for these past tense things. It is there. Pratyayas, they are called as thing pratyayas. Pratyayas are there for all the tenses and all the forms of words. Only attaching the pratyayas, these forms are created. But only for lat lakara, I have given those things. But I didn't give for these things. If you if you'd like to have it, then I have not made any slides for that. I can bring it next week if you want. But what I feel is one standard, one the dhatu for Atmanepadi and Pat dhatu for Parsmaipadi. If you remember all four tenses, then you can make any other words similar to that. So usually one the is considered as standard for Atmanepadi and Patha or Gacha for Parsmaipadi. Yes?
Thank you, ma'am.
Bhagini, one more doubt.
Yes.
That asevadvam is it 8? Save that dhatu is seva is.
Yes.
It also implies.
Save dhatu is Atmanepadi. Sevate, sevete, sevante, sevase, sevethe, sevadve, seve, sevavahe, sevamahe in lat lakar.
No, I want to know the meaning, ma'am. Like serve, that seva is serve, no? That this is it. Both, it has both meanings or what?
Both you mean eating?
See, yum aharam asevadvam.
Yes.
You ate food.
Both the meanings. Say, Bhagini, do you know Kannada?
No. I don't know.
Because in Kannada we use aharavannu sevisuvadu andranu. It has got both the meanings. It is serving someone also and eating also. Both the meanings are clear. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other doubts?
That halant, madam. I did not understand that where is this applicable for Parasmapati and Atmanepati. It is getting confused. That somewhere in Bahuvachan halant is there. You mean only Ekavachan is halant is not there. That one we have to see.
Wherever. Bhagini, please.
Yeah.
So it is not that it will be there only in Ekvachan, or it is not that it will be only in Bahuvachan. You can see here it is there in Bahuvachan, Atmanepadi, Madhyam Purush Bahuvachan, but it's not there in Ekvachan. But it's only like this. But in Parsmaipadi, it is Avandat, like that. Sorry, it's not Avandat. There it is Agachata, like that. There is no rule that it has to be in Ekvachan or it has to be in Bahuvachan. Apathat, Agachat, it is here. In Parsmaipadi, first line full is halant. There is no rule that it should be there in singular forms or it should not be there in Bahuvachan. It's not like that. Wherever it is, we have to read like that and write like that. There is no rule for that.
So, madam, we cannot differentiate it with the help of halant, no? That means...
No, you cannot.
Madam? Aharavannu sevisudu, that's something you told. What is that, madam? With reference to which sentence that was doubt was raised and how it was clarified, madam?
No. She asked the meaning for sevate. Sevate, the word sevate has got two meanings. One is to serve and one more is to eat. Saha aharam sevate, he eats food, or Vaidyaha sevate, the doctor serves, Janan sevate, Vaidyaha, doctor serves the people. Upacharika, Rugnan sevate, Upacharika means nurse. So she serves the patients. So it is used in that way also, and it is used in eating. It has got two meanings basically. Sev dhatu has two meanings. One is to eat and one more is to serve people. Like that it is. Kannadadalli kuda it is like that only.
ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು
ಸೇವಿಸಿದರು, ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ಸೇವಿಸಿದರು, ಫಲಾಹಾರವನ್ನು ಸೇವಿಸಿದರು, ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ಸೇವಿಸಿದರು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅವರು ಹಿರಿಯರ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಬೋತ್ ದ ವೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಇನ್ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
In the book, textbook, ma'am, whether it is ekavachanam or bahuvachanam, it is given like this: devam, tvam, patram, jananam, chatram, like this. Everywhere it should, we have to use like this, ma'am, in past tense.
It is the thing which I have not done. Gurum anamam, vishayam asmaram. So immediately after this, I am going for that. So we have not done that. That is object actually. I'll be teaching you very shortly that one. Yes, that is correct. What he has, aham gurum anamam. So aham anamam gurum, yarannu namaskarisutene. So that is given there. Object, whom you are doing saluting, like that it is.
Yeah, because it is new in past tense, ma'am, than present tense. We didn't see anything.
It is nowhere related to past tense or present tense. It remains the same in both the tenses.
Okay.
Aham gurum namami in present tense. Aham gurum anamam in past tense. So aham and gurum will not change. So when we change it from present tense to past tense, only verb changes. Namami to anamam. Only that verb changes. That gurum vishayam remains the same in both past tense and present tense. You will know it shortly. I'll be teaching that only next. Okay.
Okay. Dhanyawad.
Agre gachamah va? So this is so this is about the new tables we have learned. So that is about past tense. Please read these things again and again. Recite these things like a mantra. And then learn these things. And if you do the exercises, read all the sentences also loudly. All these things, you will become perfect. Definitely you will become perfect if you are regular in reading. So you feel them very easy after some days. So before coming to next class, please be thorough with these things so that you can very easily understand the next classes. Every week we'll be doing minimum 2 tables, sometimes more than that. So please, if you start to study everything together, then you feel confused. So please, every day, daily basis, if you study these tables, then it becomes easy. Astu va? Agre gachamaha. Pustake verb iti asti. So visheshaha for memorization, already we have done this. So those 2 tables are there. Please learn those things. And then Prayogaha is there. So let me just tell you these things. So there are 3 voices in Sanskrit. Sanskrite trayaha prayogaha santi. Te kartari prayogaha, active voice, karmani prayogaha, passive voice, and bhave prayogaha, impersonal voice. So these active voice, passive voice, impersonal voice are there in English also. Kartari prayoga, karmani prayoga, bhave prayoga is there in Kannada, Hindi and Sanskrit. It may be there in other languages also. It will be there. So all of you know that kartari prayoga means Ramanu hannannu tinnuttane. That is kartari prayoga or active voice. Hannu Ramaninda tinnal paduttade is karmani. Rama eats a fruit. The fruit is eaten by Rama is passive voice. So these are very simple sentences we have studied in other languages. But we are just introducing these 3 prayogas. You don't have these detailed studies in this lesson. So no need to worry about that. Just know that in Sanskrit we have 3 voices, 3 prayogaha, kartari prayogaha, karmani prayogaha, bhave prayogaha. The details will be given later, not now. So then kartari prayogaha is active voice. So this Prathama Vibhakti, Dvitiya Vibhakti I am not doing now because I didn't teach you Vibhakti Pratyayas. So now I am going to Udaharane. Balaha Patham Pathati. A boy reads the lesson. Balaha Patham Pathanti. Boy read the lesson, because balaha, it is boys, many boys are there. Patham pathanti. See here, balaha patham pathanti. Here boy is one, patham is also one, pathati is also singular. So a boy reads the lesson. Balaha patham pathanti. Balaha is many boys. So pathanti also changed, because balaha became plural, pathanti also became plural. But there is no need that patham should become plural, because many boys can read the same lesson, only one lesson they can read, all the boys. So there is no need that this patham should change. That's why it has not changed. So that means this verb always follows the subject. If subject is singular, verb will be singular. If subject is plural, verb will be plural. Subject means the doer, karta, one who does the work, is called as karta or kartrupadam, and in English it is subject, the doer. So if the doer is one, then the verb will be singular. If the karta is plural, then verb will be plural. Similarly, if karta is dvivachana, verb will be in dvivachana. So always verb follows the subject, not the object. So you can see here, it is patham only. It is singular, but this has become plural. So one more example we'll see. Balaha pathan pathati. Balaha, a single boy. Pathan, many lessons. Pathati. A boy reads the lessons. So he reads many lessons, but pathati has not changed. Pathan has become plural, but pathati has not changed, because balaha is single. Only one boy is reading many lessons. So huduganu pathagalannu oduttane. Huduganu irodukke oduttane it comes. That's why this verb is always dependent on the subject. It is not at all dependent on the object. So in this sentence, balaha is the subject, that is the karta, the doer of the action. And then pathati is the verb. As you know, verb is the word that indicates action. So pathati is the verb. And patham is the object or karma pada. If you put a question, kim pathati, what he reads, if you get the answer, then that answer is called as object. Balaha phalam khadati. Boy eats the fruit. Boy eats what? Enannu tinnuttane anta prashne hakidaga uttara bandre, that is karma pada. Boy eats balaha phalam khadati. Balaha kim khadati? There is answer. Balaha phalam khadati. Balaha chitram pashyati. What the boy sees the picture. Suppose if you put a question, what the boy sees, enannu noduttane, if you get the answer as chitram, then that chitram is the object. Enannu anta prashne hakidaga baruva uttara karma pada. That is object. Now one Bhagini asked why it is vishayam and all those things. It is all these are karma pada. Patham, phalam, chitram, pushpam pashyati, duradarshanam pashyati. So when we put a question, if we get the answer, then that answer is called as karma pada, the object. Spashtam va? One more similar thing is there. So I'll finish that and then I'll be asking you doubts. There are two types of verbs, akarmaka, sakarmaka. Balakaha patham pathati. I have already explained this. Balakaha is the subject. This sentence has got three elements. Balakaha is the subject. Patham is the object. Pathati is the verb. So balakaha is the karta, the doer, so subject. Patham is the object, what he does, that becomes the object, and that is called as karma pada in Sanskrit. Pathati is kriya pada, the word that shows action. So balaka, in this sentence, balaka is the karta. What I explained now, just now, that is written here. The one who does the action, kartrupadam. The answer we get when what is put in respect to the verb, the answer we get is object. When we put a question for the verb, ಏನನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ನೋಡುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ಕುಡಿಯುತ್ತಾನೆ, what he drinks, what he writes, what he sees, what he reads. If you get the answer, that word is called as karma padam or object. So there are some words where we put question, there will be no answer. Like dhavati, runs. Tishtati, stands. Upavishati, sits. What he stands, what he sits, what he runs, what he laughs. There are no answers for that. So those verbs are called as akarmaka. If in a sentence there is no karma, there is no object, then that verb is called as akarmaka. If you put a question, ಏನನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತಾನೆ, if you get answer, then that is called as sakarmaka. Sa means with, saparivara. Like that, sakarmaka. Sa means with, having karma, that is sakarma. A means without. No karma is akarmaka. So some sentences like kulitukolluttane, he tishtati, upavishati, dhavati, hasati, those things don't have object. So those verbs are called as akarmaka kriyapada. And when we put a question like pathati, pashyati, likhati, pibati, yachati, ಏನನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತಾನೆ, he gives. So pustakam dadati, ankanim dadati, lekhanim dadati, phalam dadati, answers can be any. So those verbs are called as sakarmaka kriyapadani. So when an answer is obtained by putting a question, what in respect to the verb is known as transitive verb, sakarmaka in English. We have seen that sakarmaka is with karma, with object. The word in English for that is transitive verb. Udaharane yachati. Yachati is to give. So ಏನನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತಾನೆ, what he gives. If you put a question, you'll get answer. Pustakam yachati, annam yachati, vastram yachati. Like that, many things you can get. Then khadati, kim khadati, bhojanam khadati, phalam khadati, upaharam khadati. So ಏನನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನುತ್ತಾನೆ, we'll get answer for that. ಏನನ್ನು ಕುಡಿಯುತ್ತಾನೆ. So there also jalam pibati, chayam pibati, kafim pibati, falarasam pibati, fruit juice, anything the answer can be. So we'll get answer for this. Vadati, kim vadati, ಏನನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾನೆ, padyam vadati, shlokam vadati, katham vadati. So anything, ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಶ್ಲೋಕವನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾನೆ. So like that, uttaram vadati, he will give the answer. He will tell the answer. So this is also sakarmaka. Pashyati, ಏನನ್ನು ನೋಡುತ್ತಾನೆ, what he sees. Chitram pashyati, drishyam pashyati, balakam pashyati, duradarshanam pashyati. So there can be any answers. So all these yachati, khadati, pibati, vadati, pashyati, they are all sakarmaka kriyapadam. When you put a question, what he does, if you get answer, then those kriyapadas are called as sakarmaka kriyapada. And then there are some sentences like balika hasati. Here in this sentence, we don't get an answer to the question, what does she laugh? ಏನನ್ನು ನಗುತ್ತಾಳೆ? So there is no answer for that. So this laugh, hasati, is a karmaka. Alli karma ilve illa. There is no karma pada. There is no object. So similarly, tishtati, he stands. What he stands? There is no answer. So upavishati, sits. Similarly, upavishati also. Atati, aladaaduttane, he roams. What he roams? Hasati, what he laughs? There is no answer. Bhavati also. Bhavati is to happen or to be there. Bhavati is to be there. So there also you'll not get answer. What he bhavati, like that, if you put question, you'll not get answer. So tishtati, bhavati, atati, hasati, these are all akarmaka dhatavaha. These are akarmaka dhatavaha or kriyapadani. These are actually kriyapada only. So these are akarmaka, or in English intransitive. Intransitive verbs, these are called as. Then Gachati is exceptional verb. Exceptional means, suppose when we put the question, what for this verb, we don't get an answer, but this is considered as sakarmaka. Enannu hoguttane, what he goes, if you put a question, we will not get answer. Strictly speaking, it should be in intransitive, but this is exceptional verb. So you will know it later why it is considered as sakarmaka. But as of now, you can just remember that it is a special case, and even if you, after putting the question, even if you don't get answer, you should consider this under sakarmaka. So gachati is exceptional verb, and all others, by putting the question, you will know tishtati, bhavati, atati, hasati, all these are intransitive verbs. So do you have any doubts in this? Samshayaha santi va? No chet, we'll go to numbers. No doubts? Okay. We'll go to numbers. Last week we have done from 1 to 50. So now we'll be doing from 51. We know that Panchashat is 50. So then we know 1, 2, 3, Ekam, Dve, Trini, all those things we know. So just by prefixing these numbers behind that Panchashat, we'll be getting the numbers for 51, Eka Panchashat, 52, Dvi Panchashat, 53, Tri Panchashat, 54, Chatuf Panchashat, 55, Pancha Panchashat, 56, Shat Panchashat, 57, Sapta Panchashat, 58, Ashta Panchashat, 59, Nava Panchashat, 60 is Shashtihi. So similarly, 61, Ekashashtihi, 62, Dvishashtihi, 63, Trishashtihi, 64, Chatushashtihi, 65, Panchashashtihi, 66, Shatshashtihi, 67, Saptashashtihi, 68, Ashtashashtihi, 69, Navashashtihi, 70, Saptatihi. 70 is Saptatihi, 71, Ekasaptatihi, 72, Dvisaptatihi, 73, Trisaptatihi, 74, Chatussaptatihi. Here, Sir double has come because Sandhi will happen here. Chatuhu plus Saptatihi, Chatussaptatihi. One Sir is added due to Sandhi formation. Pancha Saptatihi, Shat Saptatihi, Sapta Saptatihi, Ashta Saptatihi, Nava Saptatihi, Ashitihi, 80. Then 81 is Ekashitihi. So here Savarna Dirgha Sandhi has happened. So it becomes Ekashitihi, Dvashitihi, Trashitihi, Chaturashitihi, Panchashitihi, Shadashitihi, Saptashitihi, Ashtashitihi, Navashitihi, Navatihi is 90. 91, Ekanavatihi, 92, Dvinavatihi, 93, Trinavatihi, 94, Chaturnavatihi. Again, this Rakara has come. Chaturnavatihi, because Visarga is there. So Sandhi has happened. Panchanavatihi, 95. Shannavatihi, again Sandhi has happened. So 96 is Shannavatihi. 97, Saptanavatihi. 98, Ashtanavatihi. 99, Navanavatihi. 100 is Shatam. So if you know this Shashtihi, Saptatihi, Ashitihi, Navatihi, Shatam, we can prefix these Eka, Dvi, all those things. But in some cases, some places, Sandhi will happen. So we should note those things. It is Shannavatihi, 96. And then here it is Ekashitihi. Shitihi, all she, dirgha is there because Ashitihi itself is dirgha. So Ekashitihi, Dvashitihi, Trashitihi. So like that, some places Sandhi has happened. So we have to note those changes where Sandhi happens. So otherwise, it is very simple. If you know Shashti, Saptatihi, Navatihi, Ashitihi, all those things, it becomes very easy to learn these numbers. So any doubts in this? Sandehaः सन्ति वा? So we can go to exercises. Abhyasaha is there. Sa nindati. So we have to change. This is in present tense. We should go to Abhyasaha, page number 71 in English book. Sa nindati. So sa anindat. Shunakaha bhashanti. Shunakaha abhashan. Parnam nati. Parnam apatat. Aham namami. Aham anamam. Vayasyaha likhati. Vayasyaha alikhat. Vayam kridamaha. Vayam akridama. Yuyam khadatha. Yuyam akhadata. Tvam dhavasi. Yuyam adhavaha. Tvam adhavaha. Like that, present tense to past tense, change only the verbs. And then second is change into plural. So here we have to change both. Choraha dhanam aharat. Choraha dhanam aharan. So dhanam, dhanam, patram, vakyam, all those middle words, karmapada objects remain the same, but only subject and verbs change when we change them to plural. Choraha aharan. Sevakaha bharam avahat. Sevakaha bharam avahan. Balaha katham alikhat. Balaha katham alikhan. Like that, verbs and subject will change. Shlaghate ashlaghanta. Like that, we have to write. Modate amodanta. Trayate atrayanta. Like that will be the plural forms. So for these things, what we have to do is you keep the table in front of you and then go on changing the verbs. So then sakarmaka, akarmaka is also there in the last. Balika pathati. If you put a question, what she reads, you will get the answer as lesson or anything. So that is sakarmaka. Nayati. Nayati is to carry. What he carries, there is an answer for that. So that is also sakarmaka. Pushpam vikasati. So that is akarmaka because you won't get answer if you put a question. And then devaha rakshati. Rakshati is sakarmaka. What he protects. Balakam rakshati. Like that. Janaha pashyanti. What they see, you'll get answer. So that is sakarmaka. Saha upavishati. He sits. What he sits, will not get answer. So that is akarmaka. Bodhayati. Guruhu bodhayati. Guru teaches. That is sakarmaka. What he teaches, if you put question, you will get answer. Shishuhu roditi. So what he cries will not get answer. So akarmaka. Bhaktaha namati. So devam namati, acharam namati, mataram namati, pitaram namati. So if you put question, we'll get answer. So that is sakarmaka. Gajaha tisthati. Elephant stands. So here also for tisthati is akarmaka. What he stands will not get answer. So it is akarmaka. So this is all about your fourth lesson grammar. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. Yes,
Madam,
yes,
what is meant by the if you ask question we get answer? If for that we don't get answer, can you explain a little more, madam? I'm not able to understand that. Because example, Pushpam Vikasati, you told that if you ask answer, will not. If you ask question, will not get answer. What is it means?
Like the flower blooms. Pushpam Vikasati means flower blooms, isn't it? So flower blooms what? Enannu vikasisuttade. If you put a question, will not get answer. Like he stands. What he stands, he sits. What he sits, he laughs.
Okay. In general.
Like that, you will not get answer for those things. But otherwise, he eats. What he eats, there is an answer. He sees. What he sees, there is an answer. But for some of the words, stands, sits, dhavati, runs, we don't answer. So, yes, akarmaka.
Okay, understood. Okay, thank you, madam.
Okay.
Madam,
Yes.
Upavishati meaning is what I just missed, madam. Upavishati.
Yes.
Upavishati meaning is what, madam? Upavishati.
Sitting. Upavishati sits.
Sits. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Upavishati, he or she sits.
Thank you, madam.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes.
Pushpam vikasati. What is blooming? Flower. We are getting the answer, no? Then it becomes sakarmak, no?
No. Vikasati araluttade. Wait. Yeah. No, it is Pushpam is the subject here. Hoovu araluttade. Hoovu enannu araluttade. You will not have any answer for that.
Madam,
The
first sentence.
Flower. Shobha Bhagini, mute. As soon as you ask the question, please mute so that you can listen or hear. So Pushpam vikasati, the flower blooms. Flower blooms what? If you put a question, then you will not get answer. Hoovu enannu araluttade, you will not get answer. Pushpam is the subject here. Yes?
Madam, first sentence, they have written Balakaha Kadati and Sakarmaka they have given.
Yes.
Balaka, what he is eating, it is not given, but Sakarmaka.
Yes, Bhagini. Please mute. Yeah. So there is no need that answer should be there in this sentence. There is no need. But Khadati is Sakarmaka Dhatu. If you put the question, you will have so many answers. Kim Khadati, what he eats. It may be fruit or it may be breakfast, it may be meals. So Balakaha Khadati, Hudaganu enannu tinnuttane anta kelidaga, ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಕರ್ಮಕ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ. Not necessarily that answer should be there in the sentence. It is not like that. Balakaha khadati. The verb is sakarmaka or akarmaka. That is the question. Khadati is sakarmaka or akarmaka. So if you put a question, what he does, khadati, kim khadati, if you get answer, then that is sakarmaka. Kim tishtati, like Kim tishtati, what he stands, he will not get answer. Kim upavishati, balakaha Kim upavishati, what he sits. Kim dhavati, what he runs, no. But Kim khadati, Kim pashyati, Kim likhati, for that you'll get answer. Enannu bariyuttane, enannu oduttane, enannu tinnuttane, enannu noduttane, ಅವೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಉತ್ತರ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏನನ್ನು ಕುಳಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ನಗುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ಓಡುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನನ್ನು ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾನೆ, there you will not get answer. So such kind of verbs are called as akarmaka, where you don't get answer when you put a question as what. And where after putting a question, what he does, enannu tinnuttane, what he eats, what he sees, what he writes, what he reads, if you get answer, they are called as sakarmaka. There is no need that those objects should be there in the sentence. Yes.
Bhagini.
Yes.
Vardate meaning vardate.
Vardate is to grow. Grow. It is Atmanepadi. Vardate, vardete, vardhante, like that it is.
Okay.
To grow.
Thank you.
Yes. Anything else? Sandehaha santi chet pruchantu. No chet, kripaya write all these exercises given in the textbook. They're very good exercises. So please write these things in the notebook. And also I'll be posting some more exercises. So that also if you do, you will become perfect with these things. So next week, I may start Adnyarthaka, one more tense, 2 tables. So before learn, and also Vibhakti will be starting in the next lesson. Vibhaktis also will come. So before we go to new things, if you know all these things, then it becomes easy for you people. Okay. I think we'll wind up.
Madam, what do we say for 30, madam? It's a trinshat or what is it, madam?
Trimshat. Not, Trimshat or Trimshat. Both.
Okay.
Okay. Dhanyavada.
I think this lecture was very good. Only one request, there is an option of full screen. if you select that, no, then the participant won't be visible. And when you're uploading this lecture on the Google Drive, and if we have full screen, the reading experience is very good.
Actually, I am sharing the full screen only.
Because the recordings are there, no? In that all the participants are visible, and some of the participants keep their videos open, so that is little disturbing.
Yeah. Then while who record, no, we should request them. But while doing share screening, I will select share screen.
Okay, so recording is not happening that way. I think full screen. It is with participants.
And, Bhagini, you are using phone or laptop?
Laptop.
Then laptop means there should not be. Okay, we'll see to that. I'll ask those who are recording. I'll ask them.
Yes. Please.
But
thank you so much.
My full screen. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Madam Subhashita.
Subhashita, literature people will do. I am doing only grammar part and literature class. Radhika Bhagini, Shwaha Asti va?
श्वः
Kaksha Asti खलु?
कक्षा अस्ति भगिनि अस्ति
Announce Bhagini.
I'll put a message. Tomorrow we have class at 3 o'clock. I'll put a message in the group.
Okay. So the rest part will be taken by literature teacher. So I am taking grammar and one more teacher will take literature. Astuva, tomorrow you have.
Something from the Upanishad, madam. You say so nicely.
No, today I think time is up. So I'll do it some other day. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Bhagini.
Thank you, Bhagini.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawad, Bhagini.
Dhanyawad, Bhagini.